Dear brothers and sisters, I have taken an invitation received by the JBP to be part of the national list for this coming general election. This was the invitation that I received from the JBP. I have not been in active politics for other than in 1977 as a young lad. But here again, I'm not in active politics. But I cannot be silent when it is required to be voiced. In fact, my own political endeavors was never in front of the nation. I have never taken party politics during my tenure of last 30 years in my active services in hotel industry or other in society. Today I have taken this step to be part of JVP for several reasons. One such reason is one of the active part of my life is with the Sri Lankan school in Qatar, and I have made certain appeals to meet the Prime Minister and the President in recent time. Unfortunately, I have not received even an acknowledgement from them. It looks pity even the parents of the school, and the teachers, didn't build up the consensus that I want to accelerate the building of the school in no time. It is a requirement. No stream can flow upwards, it has to flow as it is. And this school is in the right flow. And I need to see that it achieved before I leave. So I have taken this step when I don't have the group that I want and the consensus within my people around me. I have taken this step to build up another avenue to get it to the right what I want. I'm sure I will be able to voice it this way, alone, on behalf of the children. I have taken this step. Secondly, as a citizen, it is my duty when the country needs our voice to come forward. I am the one who formed Unemployed Graduate Union, first of all, in 1982, when I left Kelaniya University. And I have been a fighter right throughout. And here I will take this as a challenge when things are need to be done. And the country needs very badly at this moment. It is critical that we support JVP. For one valid reason is giving an open check for any of these two parties is so scary. The country got together to avoid a disastrous situation by changing the president. And if that is considered as a revolution, I don't consider that as a revolution. If it is considered as a revolution, if you have to safeguard it and bring results to the country, we need to think critically. The most important critical thinking is not to give absolute power to anybody. It is no time that political parties will say, we will be the winners by grouping together. They are grouping together for their personal agendas. They don't have time for us. Even a letter that we write to them to come for a meeting, they have no time to read and acknowledge. So it is time for me to think differently. It is time to think and act differently. In not only act, but to make sure I achieve what I have to achieve, which is not for me, but for the consensus of the people. And my people is the children who are with me. I'm really dedicated for them. And now, whilst critically thinking, I feel it is very important not to give an open check to any of these political figures who opted to take the prime ministership. When we don't have, even on the highest hierarchy, a person who can stand by their words, and if you appoint further down people who do not make their commitments to the people right, we will be facing a disastrous situation. And I consider this election is going to be very important. And I remember the speech done by Martin Luther King. He said, open check giving to such people is the most dangerous. In the political thought, Penguin Series book says, the buttons do not produce flowers. You don't plant buttons if you need a flower. We need to rely on people power. The JVP is a party by the people, appointed by the educated people, for the people. And today, I have seen their policies of democracy. If the democracy have to be safeguarded, it is JVP. Recently, the seed of having a common candidate was initiated by the JVP, but not achieved in the way they wanted. But they managed to find a common candidate to make the change which was significantly important to the country. And today we are together. You must support JVP and also support my thought that we should not give it to any of these political parties the absolute power. They should not be given to think they can do anything like the previous government or parties before who came to power joining together. Absolute power is absolute corrupt. This had been proven in our country many times. Time have come, ladies and gentlemen, we should protest. And I have not much of my time at this age to wait and protest when it is needed to be protested. So I have taken this decision to be with JVP, not as a political animal, but as a political figure, to give our voice and thoughts for the betterment of our nation, and to give an opportunity for a party which needs the strength of the people at the due time. I hope this election, one who is listening to me, trust me, will support JVP. It's necessary, not only for my personal objective, what I mentioned earlier, at the same time, in order to safeguard the democracy of the country, at the same time to develop the country and have the prosperity which we always wish to have. Thank you very much.